My personal interview. Some investigations will include an interview with you as a routine part of the investigative process. Yes. The investigator may ask you to explain your answers to any question on this form. Yes. All 127 pages of it. Now, I know what would happen. Let's say I applied. Yes. And they'd say, well, Paul, your driver's license that's expired. Yeah. It doesn't have the same information as what the state says. Yes. And then we see that you were arrested on Guam, even though your record was expunged. You're the government. You can actually open up sealed records. Yep. Why don't you give me all the expungements of every citizen of the United States? Because I just recently, just today, emailed you a copy of the expungement. Yes. At least I think I did. What government agencies or departments have the right to unseal the information of an expungement? Now, let's say you did do that. You unsealed the expungement, yes, and you investigated me for security clearances and Homeland Security. And you said, well, we see that your record was expunged. The arrest was removed. Yes, your court appearances. You did 7 hours of parenting classes. And then when you got to Clallam County, your wife issued a protection order against you. Yes. And I would say, well, I didn't get any due process. There was no notice or opportunity for myself to actually appear in court and explain to the judge we had an argument. There was no physical abuse at all. There was no child abuse. No, no. Now, let's say, okay, I was found not guilty. Yes, but there was a protection order issued. Yes. Well, they issued it by minute order, and the state law says that you can't do that. And then I told them to remove it, and they just wouldn't do it. Oh, Paul, we're so sorry. Look at you have all these personal problems, and we're going to make sure that you will never be able to be employed in government, and you have no security clearances. Now, I could show them like I did Phyllis, these actual forgeries, and they'd say, no, you're crazy. Yes. In fact, we have your mental health evaluations. I'd say, you don't understand. I wasn't in Sequim, Washington on December 31st. If you, the investigative interviewer, would actually contact the bus company right now, poop. Because I'm telling you, it's going to be more than $100 billion day. I'm going to go through every individual that's been interviewed by any of the government organizations, associations, agencies, and departments. And then it says right here, forgery, poop. Now, I got this from the Municipal Code of King County. Yes. You know, my grandmother had my grandfather's last name, and he had a place there in Enumclaw. Yes. Was that Pierce County when they were there, or King County? Yes. And then the falsely make a written instrument means to make or draw a complete or incomplete written which purports to be authentic. I would say it's forgery. Yes, falsely making a marriage application. Now, the forged instrument means a written instrument which has been made false, been falsely made, completed, or altered. Now, let's say that I wanted to know all of the interviewers. Now, criminal impersonation. Yes, Seattle, Washington. Ouch. Is there some reason that police department, yes, is refusing to enforce my rights? Now, official capacity, a reasonable person would believe the person is a law enforcement officer, yes, or falsely assumes the identity of a veteran or active duty member of the armed forces of the United States with the intent to defraud, yes, for the purpose of personal gain or to facilitate any unlawful activity. Now, you don't have any lookalikes that look like yourself that were manufactured with the intention of personal gain of some sort of side business. Yes. Well, you're there as a deputy chief of police working your ass off. Okay. But your twins out there generating all this business for you and your family. Yes. Impersonating an actual officer of the law. You know, why don't you give me the lookalikes of those that have enlisted in the military? Yeah. Because it looks that they're unlawful activity. Seattle Police Department. Pope. Is there something that I'm not understanding about why it is that my rights are not being enforced? Did I need, oh, Spokane Police Department. Is there something you didn't understand about what I had emailed you? Yes. Now, Olympia Police Department. Oh my gosh. See, I'm really wanting to use the courts and these white collar crimes. Now, I know I have a copy of the expungement. False reporting of a crime. Yeah. Expungement record. Now, that might have been what was issued before. November 29th of 2011. Yes. Public defender. That was what I took with me. You can see my actual signature here where I put that little C. We had to talk about that. Yeah, we did. Yeah. Isn't that right, pal? Yes. Now I know my Uncle Wayne's upset that he's losing all his rental income. Yes. But I thought for sure that he would pay somebody right now. Oh, well, look at here. Now, therefore, it is ordered that this matter be and hereby is dismissed with prejudice. Yes. Because I was not to get arrested or convicted of any crimes. Yes. Now it says police report number shall be sealed to all persons outside of law enforcement agencies of the government of Guam and the federal government entitled to review such records. Could you get me all the expungement orders that Homeland Security has unsealed? Yes, because they had to know. Now, I was wanting to erase. Now, I know that whole interview process to be able to be employed in the